Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gershon Veunja Kamatuka. I came all the way from Namibia. I'm employed at the Namibia Broadcasting Corporation. I came here today where I'm standing now. It's Zimbali Coastal Resort in KZN on the coast of South Africa. I'm going to talk about pension funds governance and pension funds risk management. People are sitting here in the room waiting to listen to my presentation. They came all the way from Africa. They are pension funds executives, and I'm going to have a great time with them. I'm looking forward to spend this morning with them. It's going to be a great one.
Why should we manage the risk? Do we need to manage it? Someone said yes, they said. Do we need to manage the risk? Yes. Why do we need to manage the risk?
Because we can't avoid it.
Because we can't avoid it. To reduce our losses.
This comes with investments.
This may come with investments. That's a good one. The last one? There is no reward. Oh yes, there's no reward without risk. We need to take risk in order to move to a different level. That's great. According to IOPS is the International Organization of Pension Supervisors. Their work done in 2012. They say funds are required to develop a risk identification and weighting matrix covering the probability of a risk event happening and severity of the impact of that risk event. Do we have this in our funds? Yes. Okay. No. No. Yes. Okay, those ones who say yes, how do you do it in your funds? How do you mitigate this risk in your funds? Diversification, not putting all eggs in, not putting all eggs in one basket. That's great. Having more than one fund manager. Thank you. That's very good. Okay, so I think that comes to the next question which I'm going to ask, which is, what type of risks do we think are involved with pension funds? If you can mention the top that comes on your head, on your mind now. Fraud. Market movements fraud. No, market movements risk. Very good. Inflation risk. If you look at me, I'll point at you. Yeah, the possibility or the risk that the investment will not yield the required returns. That's very good, yeah. Or if you invest in that company that goes down. We spoke yesterday about Steinhoff and their share prices that went down within 24 hours. So things like that can really happen. So that's the investment risk, and that's why we need the double checking. That's why we need the investment manager and the investment consultant. And also that's why we need diversification. We spoke about diversification a few minutes ago. Having different fund managers and also investing in different products. Yeah, I thought she said something.
No.
Or if you talk to your neighbor, then I'll point at you. So it's the probability or likelihood of occurrence of losses relative to the expected return on any particular investment. My sister there put it well. Okay, insurance risk. What is that? As pension funds, do we face risk that is related to insurance? Do we have insurance products that are linked to our pension funds? Okay. What are they? Group life insurance? Group life insurance, yeah. Inherit? Fidelity insurance. Now, there's nothing wrong with having insurance products that are linked to the fund, but they can also be a cost to the fund. And I'm taking you to the NAMFISA report. NAMFISA is the regulator in Namibia. The report of 2015 says the cost of death and disability insurances have skyrocketed over the last few years, and it accounts to over 25% of pension fund expenses. So this is also a risk we need to manage. Okay?
But do the pension funds take care of that?
Do the pension funds?
Yeah. The pension funds take care of death of family.
Yes. The funds take care because the insurance product is linked to the fund. So it's insurance that is taken by the fund. So if you have people going into disability, maybe 10 people in 1 year, then the fund will have to pay for that. That's another worst case scenario. Or maybe death benefits and so on that are linked to the fund. In some companies, these insurance products are taken by the employer itself, but there are also funds that also have these insurance products as a benefit to their members. Yeah. That is what happens in Namibia, yeah. So, very nice. We can all move to Namibia. Yeah, you can be a pensioner in Namibia. And that takes us to the next risk, pensioner risk. Do we have pensioners that are on the books of our funds? Yes. Why do we have them on the books of their funds if they are not active members? So the best is when someone leave the fund or leave the employment, let them leave the fund. Don't keep them as pensioners on your list again. Then it's another liability again to your fund. And the best, or one of the ways to mitigate this risk is to take an insurance and have them as a pensioner insurance product that is linked to the fund. But the best is when someone leaves, when he's 60, let them leave. If they want to take a retirement annuity or whatever, let them do that outside the fund, on their own, yes, yeah. But through some practice in the past, some funds have kept these pensioners in their books, and they continue to pay as an insurance product, yeah.
That brings me to a question. From our fund experience, ours is not a pension scheme. We don't give annuity, but it's a retirement benefit scheme. When you leave, we give you all that you have saved down. You earn over the period you are in.
So it's a retirement fund, yeah.
Yeah. However, what happens is we have people that leave and don't actually pick their money. So they leave it in, and we look for them to get their money. They are around, but they just don't want to collect. So I'm bringing this question because the challenge we have recently is one member left. We tried to contact that member, and the person came up. We actually got the person, but he chose to come after like 1.5 years, and he said, because you can't buy money for the extra 1.5 years, I would like you to give me the profit that you made, the interest that you made.
Yes, this is me again, Gershon Veunja Kamatuka from Zimbali Coastal Resort in KZN in South Africa. We just finished the presentation that I delivered to pension funds executives from all over Africa. It was a great time. They were engaging, they asked questions that are all good answered. We had a great time together. I'm looking forward to the next presentation when it's going to be on pension funds. Great.